it matter, Steve Wolf, that there wasn't a live round found in the prop truck when we're really talking about an actor with a gun that has a live round that was fired into a woman that killed her?
It doesn't really matter what was on the prop truck. I mean, apparently all the live ammo on set was distributed among the actors. There probably was none left for the prop truck.
That's so shocking to hear that. And that's me, who doesn't work on a movie set, and you do. So your reaction to learn about A, multiple live rounds on the movie set, B, another one in Alec Baldwin's bandolier, and C, this brand new piece of evidence that there's another actor that has a live round in his bandolier.
Yeah, so there's always a presumption that there's live ammo around, and that's why you check every round. I have no idea why they had dummy rounds that looked just like live ammo. That is completely senseless. If this is what a live round looks like, and this is what a dummy round looks like, and this one clearly has holes drilled in it, and when you shake it, you can hear the BBs in there. That's what's necessary to, be able to distinguish the live round from the dummy round. Having them look the same kind of defeats the whole purpose if you can't tell one from the other.
Well, to me, that sort of, goes to the Baldwin argument. If it is that difficult to tell the difference, how is a mere mortal who's not a gun expert or an armorer supposed to be able to tell the difference? And that is where I want you to tell me about all this training that actors get, and producers, and anybody who's working on a movie set with live ammo. Does the training get into the real nitty-gritty and shake that cartridge and shake it all and let you know every piece of information that you need to know?
It absolutely does when I do it. A prop is defined as anything that an actor holds. Okay, so hold the spoon, hold the eyeglasses, hold your pipe. All right, so you're not going to hurt anyone then. When the prop that's in your hand, is a live firearm, then the onus is a little bit more serious, because there's never a time when you don't treat a live firearm like a live firearm just because you happen to be using it on a movie. Now, we make a big deal about, an armorer, blah, blah. I'm sure that the vast majority of your audience has sufficient gun knowledge to know the difference between, dummy rounds that have holes in them and live ammo. Not only that, but to know that the rules of gun safety state that you don't point guns at people unless you want to put a hole in them, and you don't put your finger on the trigger of a gun that you don't intend to discharge. So if this was something really complex...
What if the script tells you have to?
What's that?
What if the script tells you that you have to? Because in the movies, they do point guns at the camera. They do point guns at each other. They have to. It's part of La La Land. So isn't it just a different set of rules?
Yeah, no, it's not really. If you have to point a gun at the camera, there doesn't have to be people by the camera. They have something called Video Village, which is a live video tap from the movie camera to all the people that want to watch it, the producers, the executive producers, et cetera, the people who aren't in that scene. They all watch on camera, and there's no reason that the cinematographer can't also watch on camera if you have to point the gun right at the camera. And most actors are trained, if it says to point the gun at someone, it's called cheating it. You cheat it slightly to the side, left or right, to make sure that you're actually not pointing the gun at someone. And the camera can't tell the difference, so there's really no reason to do it.
Can you just I want to pull on that thread a little bit more, Steve, because I swear to God, ever since the Go Ahead and Make My Day, I have always assumed they are literally pointing it at each other, because it really looks that way. Are you telling me that all of these movies I've seen, where whether it's Scarface or anything else, they're cheating every one of those guns away from the target in the script?
Well, first of all, when you quote Make My Day, are you quoting Clint Eastwood or Ronald Reagan?
Good point.
They both use it.
Definitely Clint Eastwood.
But yes, in any proper set, the guns are not pointed at people. There's just no reason to do it. If this is the gun, and it's called for for this, okay, well, I'm actually not pointing it right at camera right now. Now I am. It's really not much different. You're not going to see that in a movie, but it could make all the difference as to whether someone is injured or not. So guns are directional, and you can't hurt people with them unless you point it at them. And that is how you take away a lot of the risk. Simply don't point it at somebody. So he had to do both things wrong, right? He had to point the gun at somebody, he had to have live ammo in it, and he had to press the trigger. And all three of those happened.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.